Good day, everyone. This is Rangel Monares, and today I will discuss culture and the different characteristics of culture. So, by definition, culture is defined as a set of learned behaviors, beliefs, attitude, values, and ideals that are characteristic of a particular society or particular population. Culture encompasses the learned norms, values, knowledge, and artifacts, language, and symbols communicated among the people who share a common way of life. So there are eight characteristics of culture. The first one is culture is learned. So culture is not inherited biologically. It is acquired through the process of growing up within a society, where within a society, individuals are taught the appropriate ways of thinking and behaving. So, for example, a born in the Philippines but raised in the United States may not develop typical Filipino cultural traits, but instead, the child would learn the behavior patterns that are practiced in the US. So, number two, culture is shared by a group of people. So, this characteristic focuses on the thought or action to be considered cultural. It must be commonly shared by a population of group of individuals. Even if a behavior isn't universally appropriate, it's cultural if most people agree it is appropriate. So there are things or ways in life or in culture that for us it is not appropriate, but to the other specific group of people it is appropriate or good. So for example, a specific style of greeting like the Y in Thailand or handshake in the West is a cultural trait because its behavior commonly practiced and understood by the group. So that specific group or that specific country only understand these behaviors or gestures that they are practicing, and maybe to other countries it is not appropriate, but for them it is appropriate. Number three, culture is cumulative. So knowledge is stored and passed from one generation to the next, with new knowledge constantly being added to what already exists. Cultures work out solutions to life's basic problems and transmit or share them to their children. So, for example, the invention of the jeepney in the Philippines or the tricycle in the Philippines demonstrates this. Their creation involved the use of materials and technologies that were invented in different places and passed down over time. So when we say culture is cumulative, actually it talks about the integration of one of two or more cultures to create a unified culture. Number four, cultures change. Cultural knowledge does not perpetually accumulate as new traits are added. Some old ones are lost because they are no longer useful or relevant to survival in the current. So for example, in modern city dwellers in urban life no longer need the skills for survival in the wilderness, such as acquiring wild foods. Instead, they value skills like driving a car, using a computer, and knowing how to get food from a supermarket. So, in cultures in this type of characteristic, cultures are dynamic. So maybe there are cultures here in the Philippines that are left behind, and there are cultures that are still practiced. So cultures really change, but it depends on the people that are practicing that specific culture. So if the people are valuing that culture, so of course it doesn't change. But since we are in a modern way of living, so there are traditional cultures that are now lost or now um, gone because people choose to upgrade their life and learn new cultures that are relevant and helpful to their way of living. Next is culture is dynamic. Culture is never in a permanent state. Yes, culture is changing. It is constantly changing as new ideas and techniques are added and old ways are modified or disregarded. So as what I've said, so culture is dynamic or culture change. So there are cultures that are revised or modified, and there are also practices that are discarded, like people don't practice it at all because it is not relevant or it's not helpful. So culture can be changed, and it is culture can be changed, but it depends on the people. Change can be introduced from within or without, often through diffusion or the spread of traits. So for example, here in the Philippines, the Filipino vocabulary is dynamic, having grown significantly because of borrowed words from other languages like Spanish, Chinese, and English. So next, culture is ideational. Culture is an ideal pattern of behavior that members are expected to follow. Humans assign meanings to their environment and experiences by symbolizing them. These internalized meanings shape how an individual sees and approaches the world, or how a person interacts with the other people. So for example, religious rituals like certain ceremonies or prayer postures are ideal patterns of behavior that symbolize deep seated beliefs and meaning within the culture. For example, in Muslim. So, usually, Muslim, when they pray, they usually bow down or kiss the floor. So, that's how they express their, their beliefs in their religion. So, cultures doesn't really follow in one pattern, but um, cultures have different ways on how people practice it. Number seven, culture is diverse. The total sum of human culture consists of a great many separate cultures. Those are all different. Culture as a whole is a system with many mutually interdependent parts. So, for example, the choice of a marriage partner in one culture is not just a personal decision, but is influenced by multiple interconnected cultural parts such as religion, economic class, and education. So, for example, here in the Philippines, Muslim usually practice fixed marriage, wherein the the bride or the groom doesn't really choose their preferences, but instead it's their family who choose a groom or a wife for them. Culture gives us a range of permissible behavior patterns. So, culture establishes the boundaries and rules for what is considered acceptable behavior within a society. So, as what I've mentioned, there are practices or behaviors that are appropriately acceptable in a specific area or a specific country, but it doesn't mean that it is acceptable to them. It can also be accepted to another place or another country. So, it depends on a specific group or specific population. So, for example, in many Western cultures, interrupting a conversation is considered rude or disrespectful, outside the range of permissible behavior, while in some other cultures, overlapping speech is common and acceptable. So, cultures depends on how people practice and how people understand the essence of their culture, because there are practices or there are beliefs that are followed by people, but that are followed by a specific place, but not acceptable um, to another area or another country. So if you talk about culture, so it's really important that we are sensitive enough and understanding, because cultures are quite um, complicated.